Hello, my crafty friend. Today I'm going to show you how to make this floral shadow box here in mynotebook.x. For this project, I picked one of the free rolled paper model that you can find in the Cricut app. I have a project saved already for this flowers, but you can pick the one that you like the most and add it to your canvas. For the size of the paper that I am using, I can fit 4 flowers with the dimensions that I am showing on screen. For the cutting settings, I use the default for the type of cardstock that I am using, which is this one from Michaels. I recommend you to use the blue mat for this project. Once our machine has cut all the flowers, we must carefully remove them from the mat. Isn't this sound great? I wasn't carefully enough and I ended up tearing part of the flower. Very sad. But I was still able to use it. Cause in this channel we don't waste, I am cutting the excess of paper for future projects. Now that we have our flower out of the mat, we have to carefully start rolling it. If you don't have a special tool like me, I recommend you to bend the first petal to make it easier to roll. It is a long process, but it gets easier to roll the more you do it. Once you have reached the end, I would recommend you to make the flower a little loose so it looks bigger. I like to apply first hot glue in the line of the petals to keep them in place. Then, just apply hot glue in the center and your flower will be ready. To make your flower look even better, push the petals to the outside of the flower. I repeated this process until I made 24 flowers in total. Now I am going to use this frame from Michaels that measures internally 7 by 5. I cut a piece of the darkest purple of the cardstock to use it as the background. During this part, I took the back of the frame and assembled it without putting the glass on to use it as a reference and make it easier to stick the flowers in place. I tried to secure the frame with some washi tape so it could stay in place for the most part. I organized the flowers before sticking them to the cardstock so I could have an idea of where to locate them better. I also checked how it was looking with the glass. I made a time lapse, but this took me more time than what I expected. I would definitely recommend you to check the position of the flowers before sticking them. And this is how our beautiful project is looking so far. Then I used white vinyl to cut the phrase that goes in the glass. It is important that you cut the phrase mirrored. Then I used some transfer tape to keep the design in place. I sprayed some alcohol to the glass to get rid of any dust, fingerprints, or anything that makes the vinyl to look bubbly. I did my best to put the phrase centered using the ruler from my cutting mat. Once I was sure that was the right position, I used my squeegee tool to set the vinyl in place. Then, I teared the transfer tape off, and when I turned the glass, I couldn't believe how beautiful this project was looking. Now I used some wipes for lens or glasses to get rid of more fingerprints, glue, or other residues that may have been left in the glass. It is easier to clean it up with the wipes than the alcohol, but you can use whatever is more convenient to you. Once you finish, make sure that you close the cover in the back and you are done. Thank you for making this project with me. I hope you found this video helpful, and if so, please subscribe, leave your thumbs up, and comment what other projects you would like to see in this channel. Have fun with your crafting!